Giovanotti, e dopo sti belli stornellati e chianotti, avvicinatevi, che mo faccio io, mi viene la voglia ma ballati, se volete e se non volete, attacchiamo suonatori.
What we're doing is some final calculations of just the right amount of salt.
780.
So 780 grams of salt based on Armando's Junior's calculations. And this is sort of like you have to hide those numbers because I'm going to sneak those numbers in formula.
Oh, you can, it's fine. And depends that you gotta put on me for a many kilo.
Right. $780 grams of salt for how many kilos of sausage meat?
38.
38?
38. Soprasatta.
So let's just clarify here that we're not making sausage right now. We're making sopressata, and it's here's that mixture of salt that's evenly dispersed through the entire batch. This is the first grind, is that correct?
Yeah.
First grind. You're noticing the nice chunky consistency and texture of that beautiful pork shoulder. I'm assuming it's all pork shoulder?
And legs.
Pork shoulder, leg, and a little leg. Again, carefully measured, just the right amount of fat, right amount of lean pork with that proper mathematical calculation of salt.
Pepper from the backyard.
Your chili pepper from the backyard. Armando, explain. You. I know, backyard, that's right. Thank you very much. This is massage, Calabria's massage therapy.
Now we mix it till it sticks until it's torn apart.
This is the third generation, doing that.
And you must be very proud of it.
Yeah, that's my grandson, Armando Jr.
I was named
Fantastic, and we know them very well.
They have to work.
The hard. This is Calabria's massage therapy.
E detto meno buono è tuo figlio. Ma guarda da poco. Sempre più buono. E mi scomuti che è un bello bottiglia. Oh Jesus. Ma meglio che fai Jesus. We'll fix the table.
And how long will you be doing this for?
until it's
Fully incorporated.
until it hangs.
Until it what?
Until it hangs from my
Until it
hand.
has. Do that again, Armando.
See right now it falls until it stays there. It's good.
And who touched that one?
The boss himself.
The Boston White.
Yeah.
High five. Fantastic. So yes, we were talking about tradition, and it's nice that we've got Uncle Carlo and family here teaching the boys and overseeing some of the work done today. Now, Armando, talk to me about that
When
consistency.
the meat first started out, it looked like this. As you can see, when I pick it up, it falls from my hands.
Right on.
Right?
Right on.
But this one has been grounded. So when I stick it in my palm,
Let's go. Let's see that.
it sticks.
Right on.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's when I know that the meat is soon to be completed.
And finally, incorporation of that salt and that pepper.
That's right.
Fantastic.
And we have
If I can interject,
Oh, interject.
no?
Yes.
It's time for the black pepper to go in.
Perfect.
okay.
Did you say Friolan?
Yeah, I
No. Tonight, in this basement, the word Friolan came out.
We're just comparing.
Well, we're comparing basically notes on the pepper. So describe the notes of the pepper.
Our tradition is we use whole black pepper. I understand if you want to use crushed black pepper.
But we are using the whole peppercorn.
Yeah.
Let's go. How much?
It's going in. Well, basically to taste.
No math at all? We were measuring
Yeah,
mathematically.
Been doing for, let's say, 50, 60 years.
So you better get it right now.
Grace says not too much, so we're good, guys.
And that's a whole peppercorn.
Yeah.
And you just get that shot right there.
Just bought it fresh as it comes.
Beautiful. It's like sprinkled, almost like join the dots here. Now, boys, let's join those dots. What's interesting now is that we're going to talk about black pepper. I mean, you think of them as, little black specks, but they are little flavor morsels. Now, Uncle Carl's going to explain the whole theory. We're starting with a dry peppercorn, and we're going to put it in the mixture that the boys are all mixing. And I was talking about you, Uncle Aldo, the boys. And talk to me what your theory is in the pepper. We're going in hard, but as the meat cures, the pepper's releasing the flavor, and it kind of gets pulpy soft. But then it sort of gets hard again.
As the meat cures and dries up, so does the pepper. It becomes back whole again, but the flavor is kind of already
Infused.
infused into the Soprasatta.
Now the trick is that the person who puts the black pepper on has a big job because he or she gets the blame for how much black pepper.
Exactly.
So who did it this year?
I did it.
You're
and I'm neutral, so
Oh, you're neutral.
yeah, husband and wife cannot bicker.
Oh, see, that was all strategic and planned.
Yeah.
Now it's on.
Yeah.
It's on.
That's a spicy meatball.
Oh, this is good.
That's pure calabrese salami.
And you know it.
Oh, and this is Kotica.
Now say that in Calabria, that's not Kotica.
It's okay. Just to let you know, Frank,
Yeah.
I've been adopted by Calabrese.
What?
Yeah?
Love it.
I've been adopted by
Hold on.
Calabrese.
You're
but
telling me now the truth that you're not Calabrese?
I was born laziale lady.
A what? Explain, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Sorry, explain that please.
a Ciociara lady.
And you've been, hold on a
Been
second.
married to a Calabrese
For how long?
48 years.
Now, did Armando know that before you guys dated?
Yeah.
It would have changed everything or not?
No, I didn't change anything. You knew.
What's still there?
You knew.
What kind of vegeta we're gonna use? Balsamic. So we have to go
from Modena.
So we have to go a little bit molded on this one, right?
The best.
Well, we're still in the mood, Frank.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Sister usata?
No, no, no.
Iron Chef Calabria with Danny Infusino.
Oh my God. Okay, Frank.
Yeah, the good thing is that now we are in the kitchen with Danny and the Infusino household, and he's making me try the conserva.
Yeah.
Now, usted me che buono, this conserva, I'm asking for a little bit of bread. We're trying this out.
She won't have become.
We're asking for a little piece of bread to try this conserva properly. So we got that. Hold on a second. Wait right there. We're gonna get some fresh bread. But in the meantime, you know, this sauce has been simmering for what, a few hours?
Yeah.
Mama, for a few hours? Pane Vittoria. Oh, we just did a video on Pane Vittoria. And
This is all Calabrese style.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
this is known as the hard Pane Mattone. Right, and Pane Vittoria, which just had a brand new rebirth. Let's try this out.
Aspetta,
Nonna has to do it a certain way.
Nonna has to do it a certain way. Hey, but then we're gonna spoil our dinner.
No.
Are we serious?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you can go.
So, we are trying this beautiful conserva.
Wow.
And it just breaks up into little pieces, very tender. Is it good? Come here.
How is it, Frank?
It's fantastic. We're gonna try this with Danny here. Try this little piece here. Go ahead. Eat that. Is that good? So we are simmering.
We are speechless right now.
We're simmering with the
sorry.
pork. We've got this little sauce going, and we're just gonna place it on a piece of beautiful pane mattone done by Pane Vittoria. Look at that, beautiful morsel.
If you could just smell and taste this.
Beautiful. Like we said, our pasta sera fritta, or our pasta griscia. So we are going to take a little halftime break before we go back to massaging the pork like we just saw, incorporated salt, black pepper, red chili pepper. Thank you very much for having us. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful.
This is a nice family. Come every Friday with your check.
Every Friday, bring your check in. And bingo at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So thank you to the Infasinos for opening their doors to this beautiful evening, and we're gonna do a little timeout, have some rigatoni done with that conserva that's been simmering for hours. So we'll get back to you in a few minutes.
Buon appetito.
What are we gonna do now?
Now we're gonna taste. Make sure that the spices, there's enough spice because the salt is being weighted. There's no issues with that. But the black pepper and the hot pepper, it's gonna be to taste. So we'll taste it.
Now, to taste it, you obviously can't taste the raw meat. You have to cook it off.
Exactly.
Let's do that.
We're gonna try it. Okay, you follow me.
Sorry.
That's okay. Grace, this we gotta do a slow heat, right? We gotta use medium heat.
And if you don't you gotta not overcook it.
the true taste of the meat is going to be lost.
Yeah, so
And
it's gotta
therefore,
be nice and brown though, you know, like we do over here.
the process here is simply to understand that we have adequate amount of salt and black pepper and brown red pepper.
And we're gonna try it out. So Armando, what are those?
Those are the Soppressata.
The intestine for the Soprasatta.
Yeah. Round and this long. Ok, también la spalla.
So we did one batch for the Soprasatta. Now Soprasatta, talk to me. We're gonna go straight peppercorn only on Soprasatta. And then for the sausage, we add
The fennel.
the fennel.
Finocchio.
Right, and that adds
The
that.
sapore, the aroma, the flavor of a sausage. Bread. Quando
What's-
facciamo pane
what's-
all'Italia così facciamo.
Right, now this is a really nice little tidbit. Right now we're so engaged with technology and proper measurements and scales and looking down at the needle and washing the increment. Explain how they did it in the old days. It's all by eye, but watch this.
They all do by hand.
I know, but what are you making now? Upon it.
Yes, one.
And then
this
each
is
bun,
one bread, one bun.
It almost looks like a huge loaf of Calabrese round bread.
Yeah, so,
So now,
you had, let's say, 10 or 12 of these.
10 or 12 of
Then
those?
you go like this, you get the salt in a big bowl. Whoever makes these has to grab the salt. One pugno di sale for one pan.
So the math was simple.
Well, then you
Hey,
try
Dad.
it, you taste it.
The
But
math was simple.
believe it or not,
Believe it or not,
we double check it
Yeah.
more than 1 year,
yeah,
and it will exactly the same amount.
so they're-
Incredible.
so basically it's proven that go by eye, go by feel, and it's done.
Go.
Simple.
Okay. Don't go
We are now going to make the first filling.
Yeah,
And what we're going to do is probably get that air. We're priming that nozzle right now.
yeah. Okay,
And there it is, primed.
okay.
Everyone at work here, everyone has their job.
Qua la santicella un po' più lunga, io ne apri.
I asked you.
No, questo basta, fra. L'altro.
They're debating the length of
Why?
the string so that they understand from a hanging perspective how long.
Well, after all,
Uno e l'altro lungo a chi sta qua e sono due.
No, they don't do this anymore.
Oh, Liga, fra.
oh yeah, basically beautifully
They put
laced.
another one here and there, but they don't. So,
There's no need because we're gonna do it under the.
okay? Così? Huh? Allora,
Yeah, basta.
everything you do now in one step, you gotta think for the next step.
Basta. Ok?
Ah, dici se vuoi.
No, mi-
About that, every part of that pig, every part of that, every part of that pig's used. And I think you were talking about a part of the pig that's just used to kind of preserve the leather.
Yes, it was the male part of the pig.
The milk, okay, good. The male part of the pig.
It will be carved off,
Carved
and
off.
anchored, and it will dry out, and eventually they use it on the shoes in the winter time. When the shoes get wet, It was like a leather protection.
Like an all protector. So right now, if you went to all those shoes, you can't order a pork's penis.
No.
No, I can't.
Oh, you said it. I didn't say it.
No, I said a male part.
Yeah.
Male part.
Bravo, Antaldo.
Una volta che si fa.
Facci dire di
Oh, you know what? Mo proprio sta. Just in case there is a little bit of air.
We just poke that little bit of air out, and we're just moving that pork meat through to a particular size.
Keep it tight.
The diameter is the diameter of the intestine,
Yeah. Stop.
based on the women's.
And the husband's prowess. E Kira dice no, alla casa mia è un poco più lunga così. Perché o marito era un poco più lungo.
That's a little bit of
Too much information.
too much information. Danny's just getting that little hopper going with just the right amount of meat.
Getting you ready so there's minimal air pockets inside there, Frankie, as soon as they tell me to go.
L'antichi, the old timers, used to say, and I heard,
What did the old timers say?
they used to say that in Mayala it was sense that it was time for them to be slaughtered because for 1 or 2 days they were not fed.
Not bad.
Yes, and the reason they were not fed, so their system will be clean. So easier for us, for the people that cut them up and make things.
Why don't you give us some dialogue on how this knot is constructed? One single,
50.
2 single.
two single.
Cut the budello in half.
Cut the budello.
One goes that's finished. Now another knot
Now
at
watch
the
this.
end.
Let's see this.
Grab the two of the
This
hands.
is for extra safety.
Extra safety.
When you hang them,
That will never, ever come loose.
Does that sound optional?
no, this only some families do that. The Infusino's always been doing
The
that.
sound? Do the sound again?
The Infusino family's always been, that's been a long-standing tradition.
And what's that sound again? Give me that sound. You know, in the old days, you mentioned nothing goes to waste, but this is actually how they used to stuff the sausage.
Exactly.
Forget about this machinery, low torque mortars from GE. You just use the width of your thumb to compress that pork, lovely pork mixture in through that funnel into the intestine, and that's it. It would be like no different than Danny was feeding the machine. He's feeding Uncle here his thumb. Isn't that suction?
But
That's fantastic.